your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
simultaneously over joints you rock.
We earn
30 years, so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
upheaval the ground.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets, fool?
That's a close encounter of what kind?
Ready, set, steady, bang.
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow.
Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind?
Ready, set, steady, bang.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Houston Texans. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
I got one. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
On second down, here's Barkley. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, there was a half dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready. 58, right there. Watch the curl.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Brissett, open man is Samuel, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman, and some room to work. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity, because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line. 58, Mike. Target. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Army.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And McManus able to put it through. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, team. Big series right here.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Saquon Barkley. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Raiders.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
You got nothing. Check 13.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point try good by Gano, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board. 3 points is 3 points. And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying. It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. This one complete to Coleman. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run it with Coleman. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results. Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we? We have indeed. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Raiders have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively. But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself. Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brissett. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and that'll bring up second down.
Set, ready. 60 out, low. 80 weapon. Watch the twist, watch the twist. That's it. Kill, turn up. Turn up. Kill, turn up. Let it go.
And in the air once more, it's Brissett. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Get your swerve on. Shit. Rotate. Shit, yeah. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
They'll throw again. Brissett. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit us first. This one from 40 yards out. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That sack was by Isaiah Oliver from his cornerback position. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Key to tight end. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Here's Brissett. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
It's a game of 12.
there are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Stephon Diggs. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Raiders have retaken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Brissett now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here I come. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
58, Mike. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a single.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary in that last possession, though.
The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. Touchdown, Houston! Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Bill O'Brien with a call here. We'll go for 2. Out of the gun, Brissett. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check, check. Flash down. Flash down. Alert. Big ass, big ass, big ass.
They'll go to Barkley again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
3 down, 3 down. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, here goes.
They will run again with Coleman. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. He's given them a little jolt, just gave them the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
But now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. This is Barkley. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Houston, and we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Check 24, check 24.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. In on the tackle, Devondre Campbell, Falcons' leading tackler in 2018.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Let's go, dude.
2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Brissett to throw on first. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Brissett. Taking a shot for Samuel. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
There's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
On first down, Barkley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it again with Barkley. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd down and goal. Allen, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ronald Jones, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here.
56.
And he whips that one incomplete there. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Check 99. 80 weapons. Hayward.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Under 10, under 10.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 22 yards there, a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Now on 2nd and 16, Brissett. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, Houston. Tevin Coleman, 52 yards, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Watch the safety creep.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. The 40, the 30, 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His 21st touchdown of the season as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Important extra point up and through, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
3 down, 3 down.
Brissett looks to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Three down.
They'll look to throw. Completes it to Coleman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way. You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Again, it's Barkley. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10. I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Barkley. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
I'm coming.
Allen going to go on 4th down. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Patrick Chung, but he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went, but couldn't get it done.
Almost fell schoolyard or play.